Hello everyone, it's your girl Shady Brooks and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be about where switching gender roles gets you. First, I'm going to start off with my disclaimer. The disclaimer is, number one, in no way am I saying that a grown adult should not be self-sufficient. Number two, in no way am I saying that either a man or a woman is a horrible person just because they made certain mistakes, but what I want to get out there is that certain mistakes become choices after a while, if that makes sense. So, oh yeah, third one. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, don't wear the shoe if it doesn't fit you. Okay, guys, so I have a secret to tell you all. So I'm on this Facebook group, right? And I call it Hood Tales. Not the real name of it, but that's what I call it because if you were to see the posts that have been shared on this group, you will understand exactly why. So you hear the most ratchetest, ghetto, hood tales of your life. And you're like, how does this stuff even exist? Now, part of the reason why I call it a secret is because on this page, they tell you what you can and you cannot do, what they do and they do not allow, and they better not catch you sharing anything. Listen here. I does what I want to do. And I'm going to show y'all a post from there because, like I said, I does what I want to do and I don't care. Like, they're not going to know it's from me, obviously. So, and they even put out there, hey, do this stuff at your own risk because people are likely to actually share this stuff regardless of what we say or not. Yes, we'll kick them out the group, but at the end of the day, once you put your business out there, it is out there in the internet. So I'm going to show you the crap that I saw today. So allow me to read this for you. It is a little tiny from my point of view, so excuse me if I stumble on some words because I can't see, but let me give it a go. My BD, meaning baby daddy, pissing me off. He don't understand I'm still healing from this C-section. He expects me to go back to work now and drive when I haven't even healed. I usually go back to work 2 weeks after I have my kids, but those were vaginal births. I had to have an emergency C-section. I understand we have bills to pay, but I can't work like this, and it's not like he doesn't make enough to cover the bills until I'm done healing. I'm bleeding a lot and my scar looks weird. I don't think it's healing properly, and it still hurts even when I use the bathroom, it hurts. I missed my freaking appointment this morning, so I have to get another one. I'm aggravated in something else because I guess I wasn't bright enough to click on the see more. And now I'm having trouble finding the entire post altogether. But that is what I was able to get upon the first time seeing it. So as you can see, I blocked out her name and her picture because I was feeling a little bit nice today. I'm going to go ahead and assume that she has at least 2 children. I'm not going to say by him, but I'm going to say 2 children just because of her word choice, because she was using plural words like those and vaginal births, right? Those vaginal births. So that means she had at least 2 vaginal births along with this other pregnancy that was a C-section, right? So where does this gender role thing come into play? Well, those of you with common sense probably already know because, she mentioned the whole she waited 2 weeks until going back to work. Normally women would take like a 3-month period to actually bond with their child and to heal, right? But she wants to go to work 2 weeks later, and apparently her baby daddy makes enough money to provide for them during that time. But no, he doesn't want to do that. He wants her to go to work and help provide. But I just can't get with that type of person because Men like that, they also want to be the man of the house, and they want to tell you what to do and how to do it, and they don't even want to do what they're supposed to do in the relationship. And by her mentioning, I'm not saying that this is absolutely true, but it could be one of those scenarios where she's one of those women who is like, hey, it only took me 2 weeks to get back to work. And I got in there and I made my money. Okay. I made my money. Like, she could be one of those women, and you never know. She probably told her baby daddy that. And he was like, yeah, I love me an independent woman. Because guess what? When you have a C-section, your behind is going to be getting back in there to work. ASAP to make my money. So I truly feel bad for this woman, because that must sucks. He's all on your head about going back to work, and you're still healing. You're in pain, and he does not care. And it has me wondering, like, was his mother like this, and that's the reason why he believes that she should work like a mule? I'm not even going to hold you up, guys, but you can always tell a person who has been raised in a single parent home. And I would say a man, but it goes for women too, because you could tell by the stuff that the women allow, and you could tell by the stuff that the men do. Like in her case, she saw nothing wrong with going to work after 2 weeks of pushing a whole baby out of her vajayjay. She saw nothing wrong with that. And she saw nothing wrong with having 3 children by a man who won't even marry her. He's literally dragging his feet, and he's probably never going to do it. Why? Why should he? She's, doing everything else. They're living like a whole family, except without, the title. He wants, it's kind of like he's getting his cake and eating it too. Meanwhile, she's suffering for it. And him, on the other hand, he expects her to get back to work ASAP. He doesn't care that she doesn't feel well. He doesn't even understand. He doesn't even value the fact that this woman just had another child of mine, which I'm assuming another child of his. Like, she's had at least one more by him, right? So it lets you know, like, how these people were raised based of what she allows and what he does. So as you can see, the gender roles are completely reversed. He's more feminine. He needs help. And she, on the other hand, she's working like she's the man of the house. But she's also taking care of the children, right? And that's what sucks about when women allow that to happen, because they don't realize, like, these dudes, it's not like you think that he's going to be like helping you, like being like a second mother, and it's going to be equal and 50-50. No, honey, no, sweetheart, it's never 50-50 ever. So a lot of times women end up doing more. Not only are they taking care of the children, but they're also being the provider of the household. Like, they're up there, look, it's 50-50. It's no way it's 50-50. You think okay, you have those men that will actually put in work to actually raise their children, and then you have men like this. You really think a man like this is putting in the work like she is for the children? Do you honestly believe that in your heart? I know I don't. So I feel like it's a crappy deal. And like, men like that, they love a woman. I'm an independent woman that don't need no man. I can do everything by myself. And honey, you will do everything by yourself. I respect a woman and trust and believe I am the first one to speak up and let someone know, like, hey, these women, some of these women, they would love to have a man in their life who is willing to be the provider and do what a man is supposed to do. But at the end of the day, they didn't receive that. They didn't get that. They had no choice. What you're going to do? Throw the baby away? Some people consider abortion to be murder. Little do some of you know. Not everyone, not everyone doesn't have a conscience. So, people don't think like, oh, I'm just going to get an abortion or whatever. Yeah, some people, they just are forced to have a baby, right? And they have to step up to the plate and take care of their child. But I feel like women need to learn how to stop giving these dudes the benefit of the doubt, because these are very serious life-changing decisions that you make when you have children with someone. Like, unless that person, God forbid, passes away, he will always be in your life to see his children, or you will eventually see him. Like, no matter if it's, even if he's a deadbeat, years down the line, he will find a way to show his face, more likely than not. And you won't want to see him. So why not take the time to actually learn a dude and pick a partner who is, has some substance, who will take care of his children, even if things go bad, or, he just has enough respect for you to not leave you high and dry like that. I don't know why more women don't do that. And I get it. Some people, they follow in the steps of their parents because their mothers did it, their mothers did it. But it's time for us as women to actually look at the situation and what's going on. Okay, it's been tested and tried and it sucks. Let's not do it. Let me tell you guys another little secret that some of you may or may not know. A lot of these men, they know what they're doing, especially the ones that call themselves getting women pregnant and stuff, especially you first time single mothers and stuff like that. A lot of times they know what they're doing. If you're really like catch of a woman, you're beautiful, you're a thing that a lot of guys desire, right? Some of these guys will purposely try to get you pregnant so they could purposely ruin your life forever, okay? Or they want to get you pregnant just to procreate and to pass on their legacy. Without making you an honest woman, guess what? I got her to have my child and I didn't marry her. I had to do absolutely nothing but sell her a dream. And there she is, raising my legacy by herself. And if you don't believe me, check out some of those red pill channels, right? Just scroll through the, comment section or whatever. You don't have to talk to anyone. Just look and see. And tell me if I'm lying. The stuff that comes out of their mouths are very interesting. Some things that I read and hear, I always thought in the back of my mind, but seeing it come from men has confirmed it. And it's just crazy how a lot of these guys nowadays, they will say to you that they want you to have their junior or bear their child for them. And they think that is the most sexiest thing. Like, they think when women hear that we're like, ooh, like some women, they do hear that and they're like, oh my God, he chose me. Yes, honey, he chose you to be the dummy and the single mother. No. Don't go for it. Oh my gosh. And when I hear stuff like that in the back of my mind, I'm like, you must really got me confused with your mother. Because 9 times out of 10, his mother did do something like that. And he thinks I should do something like that too. No, it's not going to work that way, player. You're either going to show me some serious commitment or it's not happening. I'm not dealing with it. Like, imagine if I had a child by every guy that I've dated. Absolutely not. Like, I've only dated a few guys, but no, I would be miserable. Oh my gosh, guys, I would be so lost. I would be a mad person. And I'm so glad that I didn't go out like that. I'm just so blessed at this point. I really am. Ever since I decided to take the path of no wedding, no womb, I really get very aggravated when I hear or see stories like the ones I showed you or the one I showed you. And I see like baby showers, like, oh yes, I get it, it's beautiful, but guess what, it's old, it's getting old, y'all. I don't know, I'm just tired of seeing, like, can we see some weddings? Like, I see more baby showers than weddings, and people think it's okay. I mean, yeah, you're pregnant, you can't change that, but can we change the decisions that we make? I don't know who is supposed to hear this, but you're not supposed to get pregnant by every man that you date, and you are not supposed to impregnate every woman that you date. That is the most silliest thing that you could ever do. It is not a very smart decision. And I don't know why more women don't start cutting off these men that approach them and they have multiple baby mothers. And some of these men, they think they're slick and they'll try to hide the fact that they have children. And don't even dare think about telling them that you don't want to date a guy with child before they even tell you that they have children or not. Give them a chance to tell you if they have children. Say, okay, and then later tell them, I don't think things are going to work out. Don't tell them why, but let them know, like, hey, I just don't think we're a good fit for each other. Simple. And just to let you guys know, I know a couple of women who had children by men who already had previous children that they lied about. And the reason that those men lied about having children is because the women were like, hey, I don't want to date men with kids. No men with kids for me. And the guy was like, oh, okay, I have children, but being that she's such a good looking woman and I want a chance with her, I'm going to tell her I don't have children. And guess what? You end up getting knocked up, right? Or they end up getting knocked up. And then they find out later on he's getting tagged in photos. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. You're such a good father. Yeah, right, Mr. I don't have children. I don't know about y'all, but like, I wouldn't consider a guy a good father if he lies about having children. Own up to your crap. I would say gladly, like, hey, I have children. If you can't accept my children, you can't be with me. And that's cool with me. That is absolutely fine with me. And a lot of women get tricked like that or tricked in some other ways. Like a guy will try to act one way in the beginning. Soon as he gets you pregnant, you're his now. He don't have to treat you with respect. He's going to cheat on you. He's going to do whatever he wants, says whatever he wants to you. And then you're going to be looking salty and you're going to put up with it because you don't want to be a single mom. And then you end up being a single mom anyways because let's be honest, you guys aren't going to work out because he treats you like crap. And it's like a continuous cycle. And I see stuff like that all the time. And then I just, try to learn from other people's mistakes. And then other people, they're like, okay, I'm going to follow in their footsteps. Are you sure you want to do that, sis? You sure? And then complain about it on top of that. Like, a lot of these guys, you see their videos talking mad crap about single mothers. They're full of crap, but some of the stuff, there is a little bit of truth to some of the stuff they say because it's kind of like, why you keep touching the door handle if you know it's hot? Like, why? Did you not learn the first time? Did you not learn the first 2 or 3 times? And then after a certain amount of baby daddies, I'm looking like, I don't know who you want to feel sorry for you, but it won't be me because clearly there's some type, your elevator doesn't go all the way up because you're not seeing what I am seeing. And if you haven't guessed by now, yes, switching gender roles will get you to single motherhood pretty quickly, if you ask me, because if I look at different scenarios of women becoming single mothers, a lot of it had to deal with them allowing certain things that shouldn't have been allowed in the first place, and like giving these dudes the benefit of the doubt when they didn't deserve it in the first place. Let me know what you all think about this discussion. What do you think about these different scenarios, or I would say the scenario that I mentioned in the video? Let me know. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. Be respectful, like, comment, and you better subscribe. Bye.